We have with us Guruji Sri Amritanandji today, and he's going to tell us his his view of Devipuram, or how Devipuram came into being in the first place. So, can you tell us right from the beginning how the whole idea of Devipuram came to you, or how you decided to come about here and build this marvelous temple?
Can you ask a simple question than that? I mean, you are asking the whole thing in one shot.
Just
Okay.
tell us what you feel like telling us right now, whatever comes to your mind, what you would like to share with us.
The evening is pleasant. Nature is wearing a green sari. And I think it's a nice thing to talk to you people about how you came into this field.
Maybe you can give us a little background about you before you decided to come here. And
Well, I was born in Visakhapatnam, studied in Andhra University, did my MSc, and then I went for a job in Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in Bombay, where along with my scientific research work, I submitted a PhD thesis and got it from Bombay University. And I was there for about 25 years. Roughly every 5 years I was changing my field. I would get fed up of the field in about 5 years' time. Panchavarsha Pranalika. So it took me 5 years to go to some level of depth, and just as I about to reap the benefits of that, I move out. That's been my pattern. Not just be comfortable with that level and then move on to the. So I started with various fields, solid state. Before that, positronium annihilation studies, then nuclear gamma resonance studies, and then solid state physics. And then I went over into design of integrated circuit chips, and we made some chips. We translated them into Bangalore, and I got them produced then the Bharat Electronics Limited. And I had worked in close collaboration with the Electronics Corporation of India Limited, and so this is more or less completely scientific orientation. So towards the end of this 23 years or so, I happened to be posted in a defense kind of a system. I didn't like it very much because I used to feel, what the hell am I doing here? So if Krishna was there today and he was teaching Arjuna, and Arjuna happens to be Brahmin, he would say, don't fight, go and teach. That's what he would have taught. So I think I asked myself, what am I supposed to do? Is it to go after the anti-missile defense and things like that, or to create atomic weapons? This was not in my blood, and I rebelled against that. And I was seeking some position. I did a stint in Zambia, in Lusaka, as a professor of nuclear physics and teaching quantum electrodynamics and relativity theory. Then after 2 years I came back. After I came back, I did not want to continue the defense studies. I expressed a desire to go back to pure research. They said, no, you are valuable to us, you cannot shift your interest like that. So you have to stay here. I said, to hell with you. I'm not going to stay here against what my conscience says. I resigned my job overnight and came back. Well, that was a bold decision, and I did not tell anybody except my wife, because if I talked to anybody, they would say, what the hell are you doing? You are living a comfy job in a nice AC room and great things for going for you. Why do you want to leave all this and go into, and It was a pattern, just when I am about to reap the benefits of something, I leave it and go, walk off. And perhaps the same story is repeating now. After I built the temple and I'm going to get the rewards for that, I decided to walk off and I resigned as a guru. I think that's the same pattern continuing. And I want to go back to my pure research interests, which happened to coincide with the spirituality also, because I had seen one dimension of the reality, searching for it outside, and another dimension of it by searching inside. And I started understanding that what is inside is outside, and what is outside is inside. The inside is reflected in the consciousness as if it is outside. A small stanza comes to my mind. Vishwam darpana dushyaman nagare tulyam. The world that you see is like a reflection of a city in a mirror. Nijantargatam. It's located inside of you. Pashyan atmane, seeing it in yourself, in your soul. Pashyan atmane, bahiva udbhuvatam, as if it has come out. You are seeing yourself as all this world, and you think that is outside of you. And it goes on to give you an example, Dakshinamurti. Yadha nidraya, as in a sleep. Yes, sakshat krute prabho samaye, who makes it evident to you when you wake up. Swatmanaveva advayam. He makes it clear to you that no matter where you go, no matter how far you travel, you sleep and there is more space, more time for you to absorb more. The world is inside of you and you are capable of all this world and more, and it has space for more. So we realize that you alone are there, and that is the greatest teaching of Dakshinamurti. Saksmanamevadam tasmai Shri Gurumurte namadam Shri Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti is supposed to be a young person, 16 years old, and he teaches old people. Guros manam vyakhyanam sishyasu chana samshayaha. So the old people like Vyasa, Jina, and these great sages in the centenarian sitting around him and asking questions. Guros manam vyakhyanam. Sitting silent, not answering. But they are getting the answers in their minds. Because he happened to be able to penetrate into the awareness of the disciples and answer them there as their own self is speaking to them. So he was always established in the identity of himself with the world that he was seeing. And that made a lot of appeal to me. And I have seen, as I said, the spiritual dimension which comes to this notion that the world is inside of you. And Aham Brahmatma, I am the creator of this world. Well, there's many arguments you can go about them, but I don't think I want to go into them now.